Greeting of the day. Dear learner, in the previous video lecture, we have seen the problems where either the system of equation comes out to be inconsistent or it has a unique solution. In today, we will discuss the problems where we have a condition of infinite solutions. So we'll see how to find out these infinite solutions. So let us start with the first example, test for consistency and solve. Right. So according to our rule, what we will do, first step, to write the given system of equation in matrix form. So given system of equation can be written in a matrix form as so let us write first a coefficient matrix which will involve coefficients of the variables, that is 4 minus 2 6, then 1 1 minus 3, and then 15 minus 3 9 into variable matrix. Variables are x y z equal to a constant matrix, so it is 8 minus 1 21. So that is, it is Ax is equal to B. Call it as equation 1. For the second step, to write the augmented matrix, the augmented matrix is so it is denoted by K, defined like this, A augmented with B, and write down the elements of this. So we will first write matrix A, then the last column will be a matrix B. So this is our augmented matrix. What we will do next, we will perform a set of operations to reduce this matrix into upper triangular form. Why? So that we can count a number of non-zero rows in that reduced form to get the rank of the augmented matrix as well as rank of K. So let us first identify diagonal elements. So these are the diagonal elements. Now what we find here, first diagonal element is what? It is 4, non-zero, right? Now remember one thing, the procedure which I am telling you is optional. If you wish, you can do. So what we find here, the element lying in the second row just below this is 1. So as far as possible, try to have the diagonal element as 1. How to get? Just by interchanging it with the row, right? So in order to make the further simplification easier, I am just interchanging this with the second row in order to have diagonal element as 1. This step is optional, right? So what it is, I am interchanging R1 with R2. Okay, so what we get? So K becomes third row as it is, and interchanging first and second row. So we have 1 1 minus 3 minus 1, then 4 minus 2 6 8, in the last column minus 15, and row is minus 15 minus 3 9 21. Okay, so this we have. Now what we have here, the first diagonal element is 1. So let us make all element lying below this 0, right, with the help of that diagonal element only. So operation that we need to perform is, we want changes in the second row. What we will do, we will multiply this by 4 and then subtract from the second row. So it is R2 minus 4R1. At the same time, I can perform one more operation in order to make third row element 0, right, that is 15 0. So what we will do, changes required in third row, so it is R3 minus multiply first row element by 15. So minus 15 R1. Now with this, what are the changes that we will find out here? Is 1, 1, minus 3, minus 1, apply 4 minus 4 times 1, 0, minus 2, minus 4 times 1, minus 6, 6 minus 4 times minus 3, that is 12, 12 plus 6, 18, right? So what it is? 18. Next, 8 minus 4 times of minus 1, that is 8 plus 4, 12. Okay, now then next one, for the third row, R3 minus 15 times 1, 15 minus 16 times 1, 0. Then minus 3 minus 15 times 1, minus 18. 9 minus of 15 times 3, 45 plus 9. Yes, it is 54. Next, 21 minus 15 times minus 1, 21 plus 15. Yes, how much? 36. Right? So, these are the changes observed. Again, go for diagonal element again. Identification. Consider second diagonal element. Make all element lying below it 0 with the help of this only. So, what we will do? So, it is changes in R3. What we have to do? Just multiply second row by 3 and subtract from R3. So, what it is? So, it is 1, 1, minus 3, minus 1. Here it is 0, minus 6, 18, 12. This becomes 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? So what we find here? This is upper triangular matrix. Call it as 2. Right? Now, so this is upper triangular matrix. Echelon form. So just count the number of non-zero rows in complete matrix. You will get rank of K. How many non-zero rows? 2 non-zero rows. The last one is a 0 row, right? Then similarly leave the last column. Count the non-zero rows in a remaining part. You will get rank of A also 2. So this implies rank of A is equal to rank of K, which is equal to 2. And this equal value I am denoting by R. So as rank of A comes out to be equal to rank of A, so therefore system is consistent. And hence we will go for the next step, that is to check the nature of solution, whether it is unique or infinite. So count the number of variables, that is n, unknown. What are the unknown? 3 unknown, x, y, z. So therefore n is 3. So compare this with r. So what we have? R is less than n. Value of r is 2, whereas n is 3. So r is less than n. And when we have this condition, it means system has infinite solution. Right? System has infinite solution. Therefore, let us find infinite solutions. How to find? So we will first find out the number of arbitrary constant variables to be assigned arbitrary constant. Right? So now n minus r. What is the value of n minus r? So 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Right? 1. So out of the 3 variable, 1 variable must be assigned arbitrary constant value. Generally, we assign this arbitrary constant value to the last variable. So what is the last variable out of these 3? Z. So we take Z as a arbitrary constant value. So n minus r equal to 1. Therefore, one variable must be assigned an arbitrary constant value. Right? So let z is equal to say k. The k is what? Constant. Arbitrary constant. Right? So as out of the three variables, we have got the value of one of the variable. So our aim is to find out what is the value of remaining two variables. So for this, again repeat the process. What we'll do, we'll make use of 2 in equation number 1. So using 2 in equation 1, we get, yes, so what we will get, let us see. So what it will be? A. This is nothing but leave the last column, remaining part is A. So that is 1, 1 minus 3, 0 minus 6, 18, x. What is x? X is xyz equal to b. B is last column of this, that is minus 1, 12, 0. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll multiply this matrix and equate with the right hand side matrix. So what we have? So this implies, yes, first x into 1, x plus y into 1, y minus 3z. So what we have, x plus y minus 3z equal to here, first element, minus 1. Call it as equation number 3. Next, second row, first column. Okay. So 0 into x, 0. Then minus 6y plus 18z. So what we have, minus 6y plus 18z equal to 12. Call it as equation 4. And then here 0 equal to 0, which has no sense of in writing. Right? So now, so these are the two equations left. We have to find out the value of y and z. So let us make use of this, the value which we know. So put z equal to k in equation 4. We get, yes, so find out the value of y. Put z as k. Yes, so what you will get? So you will get y as equal to, yes, simplify. So divide by 6, right? So what you will get? Here it is 12, that is 2 minus 3z, that is, so the value of y will be minus 2 plus 3z, right? Okay, just simplify. Now putting this value of y and z, so obtained in equation number 3 in order to get the value for x. Putting the value of y and z in equation 3, we get, yes, so what we will get? So put over here, so you will get, after simplification, x as 1. See here, y is, okay, so what will be x here in rough? I am writing it here. X is equal to what? Minus 1 plus 3z, right? It goes on the right hand side, plus 3. Z is what? 3k, right? Okay. Then minus y. What is y? That is minus 2 plus 3k. So what you will find, this 3k will get cancelled. minus 1 plus 2, that is what? 1. So in this way we get x as 1. Okay. Therefore, now we have obtained all the values. What we find here? The values of x, y, z are in terms of this constant k. So if we assign different values to k, you will get a different solution. So in this way, this particular system will have a infinite solution, right? So this implies x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2 plus 3k, z is equal to k. Is a required infinite solution for the different values of k. Okay, so in this way one can have the infinite solution. In the next video lecture, we shall see few more important example on an infinite solution. I hope the method which I have told you is clear to you all. Thank you for watching the video.